Basically, our investment initially works on trust basis. I will trust you, I will give you my money, you invest for us and we share the returns.
Wacha nikuibie siri kidogo sana. Tofauti ya Wakenya na Wasomali.
Kuanzia wiki ijayo, sasa tutakuwa tunakunywa pombe kuanzia Monday mpaka Thursday.
They don't party. No party. No party.
Kwa sababu tumelia kuanzia January mpaka hapo hatujaweza kusave. Kwa hivyo hiyo ni 100% sure, sio pombe inatuzuia. Ni pesa tu hatuna hivyo.
The Isli economy is a cash economy. Not many people borrow money.
Eastleigh has a large population of Somalis who do business there. They are quite successful, which is why many people want to learn the ways, culture, business, and secrets behind their success. Besides Somalis, there are Eritreans and Ethiopians in this neighborhood who never sleep, but that is a story for another day. Though many are outsiders, there are many Somalis born and raised in Kenya. They have made Eastleigh their capital city and dominated it with the do-or-die work ethic characteristic of what many would consider a displaced community.
Somali entrepreneurs tend to raise capital mainly from family, friends, and acquaintances with no discussion about the rate of return or conditions of repayment.
Despite many not being able to speak fluent English or Swahili, they have built on networks and trust. Eastleigh, Nairobi's commercial hub, boasts more shopping malls than anywhere else in Kenya, besides a 24-hour economy via its multi-billion shilling wholesale and retail enterprises. But despite decades of living together, there are hardly any intermarriages between the foreigners and locals owing to cultural orientation and religion. However, many local and foreign Somalis are more successful in business than natives. So what is the reason behind their success? The answer is simple. They are honest and trustworthy. An illustration can help you understand what they do.
We want to talk about, the Somali communities, how comes, they have money, where do they get their money from? And to be honest, today I just want to be honest with you. And the little knowledge that I have when I'm talking about, Somalis, I have friends, I have family, I'm a Somali. So one thing is about honesty. Honesty. The first thing is honesty. We work as a team. Yeah. We pool resources.
Yeah.
This is not one person's money.
Yeah.
We pool resources. We come together. We decide, okay, we want to do this and this.
Yeah.
We decide, okay, this we put together. We decide it's this much we needed.
Yeah.
So we set a resource aside. So we decide to do business.
So nainua mabrothers wangu, nainua extended family yenye wako wajanja, unaona, ndio kesho shida ikitokea wao ndio watakuja kunisaidia. So inamaanisha I will never be down. Once nikienda up na nimeinua watu, tuseme watu 10 nimepeleka majuu, nimetengenezea business nini, wameinua wengine. Tomorrow the moment I have problem, kila mtu analeta kidogo, you are on your feet. You have something to start with.
10 business people from, say, central Kenya will collectively buy air tickets for a business trip to Guangzhou, China. At 120,000 Kenya shillings per ticket, that comes to 1.2 million Kenya shillings minus accommodation and logistics, escalating overheads and later cost of the goods. Why don't these central Kenyans send one of them? They cannot because they have trust issues.
Nyinyi huwa mnafikirianga wa Somali ni rich sana, tajiri.
Basically, our investment initially works on trust basis. I will trust you, I will give you my money, you invest for us and we share the returns. That's how it works.
These people must be very rich. No, they are not very rich. Where the money is coming from, family or even friend-based. Today, I can assure you, if there is a very important or lucrative venture, business venture, which may cost, let us say, $10 million, within a week, it can be mobilized from Minnesota to Mogadishu to Wajir Mandera, and you get all the money.
Their Somali counterparts, on the other hand, will send orders to their contact in Guangzhou and pay using the informal money transfer system called Hawala. Trust sees their goods cost less due to shared costs for the logistics and economies of scale via their global and social distribution networks. This social capital is uncommon in Kenya, where lack of trust sees smallholder tea and dairy farmers selling their produce individually, yet forming cooperatives could yield higher returns. Lumping 1- and 2-acre parcels into ranches could make their farms more economically viable, but mistrust over beacons and boundaries has ensured blighting poverty takes root.
Have to borrow.
There are that notion that actually why wares and everything is cheap. It's not about the quality. The quality is just the same. Everybody, the supply is China. We are bringing from China, Hong Kong, everywhere. Mention Turkey, the good quality, the qualities are the best.
When you go to bring products from abroad, then we will share the costs. And that sharing of costs is passed down to the consumer. That is why we are able to sell something cheaper rather than maybe here in CBD or Westlands or any other place.
So, what can you learn from Somalis? Family support plays a crucial role in their success.
Another thing, the best charity to give is to your family, your close one. You can see other people, when they get money, the first thing they take that money is, to a different place. The best people will pray for you. The first person is your mom. If your mom is alive, now I want you to take the phone, call her mom. Just say hi to her. So any month if you get something, send to your mom, the first person. And then think about your dad. You have brothers, you have sisters, you have aunts, you have uncles. Those are the best people you can give charity to. If you give them, they pray for you. That's how you're going to get more.
Somali parents, who are often seasoned business owners themselves, provide not only financial backing, but also valuable guidance. This intergenerational transfer of knowledge and resources strengthens the foundation of their businesses. Honesty and integrity are hallmarks of Somali business practices. Their reputation for trustworthiness extends beyond their community, earning them respect and reliability from people of all backgrounds. This commitment to ethical business practices helps build lasting relationships and fosters a strong customer base. In Somali culture, family comes first. Before engaging in charity or community support, they prioritize helping their own family members. This deep sense of responsibility and care for their loved ones creates a strong, supportive network that underpins their business ventures.
Unaweza ona mtu Mkenya amenunua Range Rover, analipa nyumba rent 200-300k. Na hiyo Range Rover anaendesha labda ni 17 million hivi, 15 million kuendelea juu. Back home mama anateseka, brother anateseka, unaona? Na yeye anaishi hapo Nairobi, labda kwa the whole month anatuma 15k, 10k. How do you expect blessings? And then the worst part of all is, na yule mwenye ako na roho mzuri mwenye anataka kusaidia back home, mnaroga. Mnaroga. That's why anatoroka.
We don't party. Why? Because let's say today I take my friends, we go for a party, we buy drinks, we do this with women. You are spending too much money. You won't see that. Maybe in every weekend you're spending like 30k, 50k, others 100,000, others 10,000, others 5,000. If we look at that money, in 5 years, in 3 years, in 2 years, yes, you could have invested this money and you will be very far.
Very so, very
but
so.
If I take this money, every day is nyamachoma with women, every day I take all my friends out. Once in a while it's allowed, you can take your friends, you can decide, I've done this business, I've done this deal, and alhamdulillah things are okay.
Yes.
So you can do that. You can take your friends to go outside one day, eat, or your family.
Yes.
If you're married, if you have family, you can sit down enjoy.
Yes, yes.
But the issue with every weekend, you party after party, party after party, use all your money. So you're like, these people, they steal money or they bring money from nowhere, or you start blaming others. These guys are Illuminati. These guys, they do this to get money. No, it's about how you arrange yourself and your money.
Yeah,
you need to have financial discipline.
Sisi tunapendana. Mimi leo nikitajirika, there is no way mimi naweza ingia hoteli nikule nyama. Back home najua mama anakula githeri ama mchele dry. No.
One thing my mom taught me is, when God gives you, it's like a tap that is up, it's open from top.
Yeah.
So if where the tap, the water falls, if you form something like a bowl, once it's full, that's it.
Yeah.
But the moment you create channel, this is your mom, you give money, this is your uncle, this is your brother, this is your aunt, this is your sis, this is your relative, it will never stop. God will never close that tap.
Wow.
That channel will continue because God knows that He has blessed you and you have blessed your family.
Wow.
And every time you receive blessing. So that's the best. So if you see others are blessed, look at yourself. Whatever you're getting, are you sharing? So the best thing is to share. And the Somalis, they do that. And then another thing is, now Ramadan is approaching.
Yeah.
Why do Muslims fast?
Yeah.
One thing we fast, the entire day you're feeling hungry, you haven't eaten. It gives you that perspective that we have people who haven't eaten in a day, in 2 days, in 3 days, in a week, in a month. So when you feel that hunger, it makes you feel like you have people are suffering. Like now, we have seen people in Nordistan, they are suffering. We have seen people in Turkana, we have seen people in Pokot. If you see people, they have this pay bill and they are contributing, please do that. Contribute as much as possible, because that's how God is going to bless you.
Yeah.
So those are the kind of channels. Once you give, Muslims, they give. Even the Hindus, they give a lot. Even the Christians, they give. I see they take it to church. But before you take it to mosque, to church, to temple, first your family. Those ones, they are going to pray for you. Trust me. If let me just be honest with you, okay?
Yeah.
You have 1,000.
Yeah.
You send it to you have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And you have a mom.
Yeah.
If you send that 1,000 to your girlfriend, she'll tell you, guy, ni 1,000 peke yake, guy, it's only 1,000. But she might say that, or she might say thank you. But for your mom, she'll tell you, barikiwa kijana yangu, be blessed, my son. And that's a blessing. It's a prayer. She has prayed for you.
She has made a prayer for you.
And a prayer from a parent, it's a direct. It goes to God. He listens because your mom is happy.
Right.
So if you see others are blessed, look at what they're doing to their parent. If you see your things are not going, think about your parent, think about your family, think about your close ones, and help. Another thing people talk about is the black tax.
Yeah.
Black tax, they mean someone help you, you need to help them. Trust me, if you're in a position to help someone who help you, just help them.
Lakini wewe shida yako ni ukitajirika hakuna mtu yenye unasaidia. The same way, in case things go sideways for you and then you are poor, no one will help you because when you are rich haukusaidia mtu yoyote. You see, tofauti yetu na nyinyi ni hiyo tu. Hakuna ni kupendana tu. Sisi tunapendana, nyinyi hampendani, mnarogana, suji, ubaya, kila kitu mnatakiana ubaya. Mtu akipata kazi mzuri, wewe ndio unasnitch. Unaona? Mtu akipata kazi nyingine mzuri yenye anaweza pata pesa mzuri yenye gava haipendi, wewe ndio unasnitch. So nyinyi kati yenu ndio hata mtaki mkufika mbali. But if you guys were helping each other, mungekuwa tajiri. But we are not rich. We just have, everyone has couple millions, milioni 1, 1,500, milioni 2, 3, 4. Ukiona mtu anaendesha range, inamaanisha huyu mtu ashainua watu, ako sawa. And we all have the same mentality. There is no way Msomali anaweza nunua expensive car and his brothers wanateseka, his mama anateseka. Haiwezi. That zio haiwezi.
Trust. In most places where Somalis run businesses, They have always repeat customers for this reason and many more. They exhibit trust in their lending practices as well as running of their businesses. There is one thing I came across called Hawara. That is very common among Somalis. It is an informal money transfer system that I would literally call trust on steroids. And here is how it works. Say Farah lives in Nairobi but wants to send money to his brother Ali in Dubai. Farah will find a Hawarada or a Hawara agent, provides him with the details of the transaction, which includes the name of his brother, that is Ali, the city of residence, and a password. Farah will also get in touch with his brother Ali to provide him with the password and the details as well. The Hawarada agent in Nairobi then contacts another Hawarada agent in Dubai through his list of contacts and asks him to meet up with Ali to provide him with Farah's cash. Now, they meet and Ali gets the money after correctly stating the password he received from Farah. After the transaction, the Hawarada in Dubai now is owed that amount by the Hawarada back in Nairobi. The element of trust sees goods cost less due to the shared costs for the logistics and economies of scale via the global social distribution networks.
Yeah. And the best people to live with are Kenyans. In Kenya, we don't have those kind of racism, tribalism. The only time we have tribalism is when we have election.
The general elections.
Yes, that's it. And trust me, it's ending. It's from now. It's like it's over. It's been a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, Kenyans are moving from that. They're saying here Ibambi. They're moving from that, and have interacted. I have a lot of friends who are from different tribes in Kenya. The 42 tribes. I have a lot of friends who are non-Muslims, and we have interacted. I've never received any backlash, and they used to respect me, they respect my time, they respect my religion, I used to respect their time, religion. We used to work together, we used to, to do our documentaries together back in universities, we used to play football together, we used to go for swimming. So it was a situation that I can say these are the best people to live with, because I've been to different countries. I've been to India, I've been to Saudi, I've been to Abu Dhabi, have seen how people they are or how people, interact with you. But the best place is to live and to enjoy this Kenya.
Yeah.
In India, you can't even open a kiosk.
Man.
If you're not
starting a business.
Start a business. So
also in China, I think so. Also in China,
that is the problem. But here in Kenya, you come today, you open your kiosk and Kanjo comes, you sort them, and if you have paperwork, that's it.
Yeah.
Kenya is the best place, trust me. I respect this country, and now we have a president. I know he's gonna work things out.
Yeah.
The success of Somali entrepreneurs in Kenya is a testament to their resilience, strong family values, and commitment to integrity. Their journey illustrates how community support, ethical practices, and a family-first mindset can drive remarkable achievements in business.